Great quarterback play starts with the big uglies, they call them, the offensive line. They affectionately call them that.
Sure.
You know about a big one that protected some of the great Clemson quarterbacks.
Yeah, I'm never going to call him big ugly to his face because he's still very much a big man.
Yeah,
Talking about
for sure.
ACC Network analyst Eric McLean. He knows what it takes to protect his quarterback and also what it takes to be victorious in the biggest game of the year. He's one of the winningest players in Tiger history. The former Clemson lineman played in 5 Palmetto Bowls, lost his first 3, and he won 2 in a row, kind of kickstarting that Clemson run they went on. He knows as well as anyone, this game is just different.
This is what college football is supposed to be, this type of rivalry, these type of feelings. I knew nothing of the rivalry coming into it until my first game playing in it, and that's when everything changed. And we roll into that place, and I've never been treated that way, right? Everyone's telling you you're number one with different fingers, and all these different things, and it's just different. It's just different.
Now when we hear Palmetto Bowl, what's your first memory, play, win, loss that comes to mind?
2014, when we're playing them at home, Deshaun Watson's on one leg. He straps up this brace, man, and I'll never forget, he dives into the end zone, running literally on one leg.
Here's Watson, gets there.
It was just pretty incredible, for that to be kind of an exclamation point. Our first time in a long time getting back, and then we didn't look back for 10 years.
How do you keep that outside noise out?
Yeah, it's hard, right? Because it's one of those things where there's also Thanksgiving in the middle of this thing, and you understand how much it means. You understand what it means to them, and even your own people in the grocery store saying, "Hey, we got to get them. We got to get this win." And it's one of those things where everything is heightened, everything's more important, and the good thing is you don't have to lie about it. It's the Super Bowl. It is the Super Bowl every year. I know plenty of fans that they'd rather be 1-11 and beat these guys than be 11-1 and lose to them. So that's how important this rivalry is. You love it because you're hated. You love it because it is such an intense, crazy thing.
What are you expecting from this year's game with these two teams where they're at?
Well, I think the fun part about this rivalry, as it is every year, it doesn't matter if a couple of years ago Clemson's knocking on the door of a playoff run, they lose at home. Clemson maybe the worst 3 years ago, and they win 30-0 here. It never matters. This game is a season of its own. Gamecocks, I think, are the hottest team in the country. I mean, they are balling right now. It's really fun to see. But Cade Klubnik is special. I mean, he's one of the best in the country. He is a guy that has gotten better and better as the years have gone on, as the weeks have gone on. The confidence I think he's playing right now with that pocket presence specifically is key. And it's going to be key in this game because he's going to have to keep his head on a swivel, kind of know where to go.
What do you think with Dabo, with this team, is the confidence level, the energy, the chatter inside that Tiger locker room leading into this week?
Yeah, if there's one thing that Coach Sweeney can do well, it's motivate a team. They're going to be jacked up. They understand the opportunity. And for them, I mean, if Clemson, really both teams, if you want to make this last exclamation point to the College Football Playoff Committee to say, hey, look at us. This is the game. Understanding that, hey, if we lose, it's over. Like, we'll go to a nice bowl and things of that nature, but we're talking playoffs, man. We're talking, eternity, greatness and legendary stuff. So I think so. I think both teams will be really dialed. And at the end of the day, I think Cade Klubnik's the best player on the field, and I think he's going to make something happen. This is going to be an instant classic. It's going to be an instant classic.
Oh, man, Eric's got me fired up over there.
Letting it rip. The big nasties, I mean.
Yes.
The big nasty, not the big uglies.
Not the big ugly event. Very good-looking man. He and he's got some family who's all Tigers, living right here in Gamecock Town here in Columbia. So good for him. He's braving it in enemy territory.